Hey guys, what is good? It's your boy Juice, and today I am here for a 7-round NFL mock draft. We're gonna go fast. We're gonna enter the draft here. Is the pick updated yet or no? Okay, it is updated. So here we go. So we got the 29th pick. Of course, we got that from the Broncos for Sean Payton. So here we go, the Saints. So right now, of course, quarterback is a huge need, but there's not really a good quarterback to take here right now. And we have some trades here we could take. So next pick 32. Let's look here. How do you decline? No. So we could trade with some teams, but look at this. Let's look here. Excuse me, yawn. Michael Mayer. Now the Saints tight ends Taysom Hill and Juwan Johnson. Taysom Hill's up there in age, and I think Juwan Johnson will be the big tight end going in the future. Mayer, I don't know. It all depends on what they're going to do with Taysom, though. Because Taysom, he was a tight end to start the season, but he was still in that role as a flex player. So that's also another thing that you got to look at. But how many snaps will he get over Juwan? But Antonio Johnson from Texas A&M, he really shined out this season. So we're going to take Antonio Johnson. Who's calling me, bro? Oh, same ass number. Who cares? Next, looking here. Still not a really good quarterback to take here. Where is Hendon Hooker at? No. Yeah, fuck it. So with the 40th pick here, the defense is also something they got to look at, because with the defense, Cam Jordan, Demario Davis, they're getting up there in age. There's rumors that Marcus Davenport will be traded. So that defensive line is going to be depleted within the next few years. And they need some young guys to bring in, which is where Drew Sanders from Arkansas comes in. Drew Sanders, I looked at his film a lot. I am a big fan of Drew. And a Drew on New Orleans, it just fits perfectly. So we're going to take Drew Sanders. That kid is a beast. On to the 71st pick in the draft. Going. And here we are. Next, I'm going to take Travarius Hodges Tomlinson, the son of LaDainian Tomlinson from TCU. This kid right here, watch a lot of TCU games because, of course, I'm a Max Duggan fan. He's from our town, I gotta be. But Hodges Tomlinson is a big take here. I mean, come on now, just can't. So we're gonna take Hodges Tomlinson. And right here is where I think the Saints want to take a trade. So they're going to take this 81st pick for the Lions. And they're going to give them the 115th pick and no, that's retarded. And we're going to give them a 6th round pick. Actually, we're going to give them that next pick, a 6th round pick, which we got from Philly. And then we're going to give them, which is a 6th round pick for next year's draft. And actually, let's see. We'll give them 2 6ths, and then 2 6ths, and what's a player we could just toss in there? Not Dowell. Zach Bond? I don't know. But I want to get some back for Zach Bond. Fuck it, we'll just force this trade, act like it's gonna happen. So here we go. Shit, we didn't do it. Alright, we fucked up. So we're gonna do this. Force trade. Why not? Why the fuck not? So here we are now. Saints got their pick. And let's look here, okay? We could take Kendre Miller from TCU. He is a big guy. He's a good athlete. But I'm looking here, right here. Yeah, these guys, but guys, Noah Sewell from Oregon. Of course, the brother of Penei Sewell. This kid right here. Oh my fucking god. He is a beast. And of course, that same Steel line, gotta beef him up. So they're gonna beef it up. Now, next pick, 115. Saints, right here for the pick, and is Kendre Miller. We could take him, but Trey Palmer, of course. I live in Iowa. I know a lot about Nebraska football. And Trey Palmer, let me tell you a little about Trey Palmer. This kid is elite level receiver, and he was underlooked because, of course, Nebraska, but he might get his draft stock beefed up in the combine, which I really hope he gets invited to, because Trey Palmer is a generational talent. This kid is fucking immaculate. This kid is amazing. So we're gonna take Trey Palmer right here. Oh my god! If you haven't seen Trey Palmer, you're about to, man. And I know take another receiver this year after they did last year, but Michael Thomas is on his way out, so we're gonna ditch him. Now there's a couple of QBs here. It's a D lineman. Deuce Vaughn though, man, I like Deuce Vaughn. But with this, Aiden O'Connell, of course, Purdue. As a Michigan State fan, he dog walked us when we were number 3 in the country. Don't want to talk about it. Fuck you. But Aiden O'Connell is a good quarterback, and of course, Purdue quarterback, Saints quarterback. It fits well. But of course, here's here. Look at this, Jake Haener for Fresno State. I looked at a bit of his highlights. He's okay, but he's not starting quarterback material. And there was Xavier Hutchinson. Now Jacob Slade, I could be the dick and just pick my player. I like Jacob Slade, but I'm pretty sure Jacob Slade was returning, so this is kind of outdated. Deuce Vaughn, Henry To'oTo'o, two good guys there. Deuce Vaughn is a great player. I like Deuce Vaughn. Henry To'oTo'o, an amazing linebacker. But I'm going to take Aiden O'Connell here. Saints need a quarterback. I think they'll probably get Derek Carr, but if they don't, just for the sake of the draft, we're going to take him. Next here, looking at our choices, could take Charlie Jones, but of course we just got a receiver. Looking around here. Also, don't underestimate those TCU guys either. The guys coming out of TCU are a very big asset for football. But right here, I'm gonna take Ventrell Miller from Florida. This kid, menace on the field. And again, the Saints need to beef up this D-line. I think if the next 2 years will be when Cam and DeMario either leave or retire. But I think with at least a year or two under the experience of a Cam Jordan and Demario Davis, these guys can definitely shine. Now right here, right here, Ronnie Bell is a good player. Now the Saints, their receiving core is going to be depleted because Jarvis Landry is likely on his way out. Michael Thomas, it's up in the air right now. But if, let's say they do leave, it leaves you with Chris Olave. I'm going to take Ronnie Bell. I've seen a lot of Ronnie Bell over the years of Michigan versus Michigan State. Kid has done well. It's a crime that he's this low in the draft, but we're going to take Ronnie Bell. So they got the receiving core dubbed up. They got a tight end earlier. So they're pretty good set right now. And looking here. Cool. I'm gonna take. Oh, there's not a lot of good guys to take here. Holy shit. I'm gonna take tackle TJ Bass. Why not? I'm seeing his film. So next on to the 260th pick in the draft, which of course is Mr. Irrelevant this year, folks. That is Mr. Irrelevant. So who will Mr. Irrelevant be? It'll be a Michigan player, of course. Jake Moody, kicker. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with y'all. But of course, our last year, Mr. Irrelevant went to the playoffs. Good job for him. But it's not gonna happen this year. Nothing will good happen out of this. Nothing good will happen out. What did I just say? I don't know, man. This is a pick that really doesn't matter, honestly. I think with the Saints, it might. Jaden Woodbay, not a bad player. I've seen a little bit of his, just from, because my friends are really into looking at highlights and shit from college players. They really like doing mock drafts, so they've looked at some of his, showed me his highlights, like, oh shit, Juice, look at this. I just revealed my name, so if it's blurred out, you know why it is. I don't want to show y'all my name right now, okay? Not immediately, alright? But they say juice, juice. Look at this guy, look at this guy. Of course I don't say that, they say my name, but Jaden Woodbay, seen a little bit of his. Not very impressed. Um he's not the biggest player. But Kavion Merriweather, seen a little bit of his. Of course, I live in Iowa. I've seen a lot of Iowa games. It's usually what's on when there's college football. When there's Iowa playing, that's usually they get the big nod because, of course, this is Iowa. But now Jake Moody isn't looking like the worst pick in the world. Of course, you guys hear Daniel Barker, Ben Van Sumeren, Corey Trice, Jeremy Banks, Jalen Graham. There's Duggan, Bryce Behringer. You know what? Bryce Behringer is not a bad pick, though. Bryce Behringer was, I think he was a Big Ten kicker of the player of the week. He was a big factor last year for the Spartans. One of the only bright spots on that Spartan team next to Jaden Reed. I'm going to take Bryce Behringer from Michigan State. I, of course, as a Spartan fan, I saw a lot of what he could do, and he can get that ball right away. So I think he'll be a big factor for the Saints. He won't just be, because with the Saints, who is their punter? It's Blake Gillikin, and he might be out the way too. Over with Bryce Behringer and Blake Gillikin, I'd take Bryce over Blake because what Bryce could do in college, if you saw what Bryce did, you would know, man. That kid is amazing. He is amazing. Well, let's look at the first round, though. Will Anderson went to the Bears. Of course, Bears don't need a quarterback. Bryce Young to the Texans. C.J. Stroud to the Raiders. Will Levis to the Colts. Bryce Young, Texans. C.J. Stroud, Raiders. Tanner McKee to Washington. Jackson Smith-Njigba to the Buccaneers. That's a good pick. Where's the big guy from TCU at? The receiver. Full results. Look at the full results here. Looking down here, of course, we picked Antonio Johnson, the safety. Drew Sanders, linebacker. We didn't take the tight end. I forgot. We decided not to. Where'd the guy from TCU go, though? Darnell Wright went to the Colts. That's a good pick. Did he fall to the third? Where did he go? We got Hodges Thompson, Hendon Hooker to the Jets. Ooh, that's a big pick. I like that one. Not a bad idea. Cedric Tillman to the Lions. That's a good pick. Help them out a little. Noah Sewell to Oregon. Oh, did he decide to stay another year? He might have. Trey Palmer, of course, we got him. Dwayne McBride. So, yeah. Did Reed ever get drafted either? Jaden Reed from MSU. Sorry if y'all hear that. My grandma's watching Dr. Phil in the background. So that's what you hear. Dr. Phil, man. He's hilarious. Jaden Reed went to the Chiefs. Oh, damn. Okay, but here's our results here. Now that we're done looking at all that. Antonio Johnson, safety, was the first round pick. We got, of course, with the 40th pick, we took Drew Sanders. 71st pick, Tre'Davious Hodges Tomlinson. 87th pick, Noah Sewell, which we got from the Vikings. In a trade, Trey Palmer from Nebraska. In the 4th round. Aiden O'Connell in the 5th round. Ventrell Miller in the 5th round. In the 6th round, Ronnie Bell. In the 7th round, TJ Bass. In the round 7 as well, Bryce Behringer as Mr. Irrelevant. Overall grade was a B-. With the Saints, I think they could trade up in the 1st round if they really wanted to. Maybe just get Michael Thomas's contract out of the way there. He has 1 year left on his deal, which is a tough thing to get out. I think they restructure his deal before the draft, trade him away to a team that he wants, get some draft stock from that team, and go on. because I love Michael Thomas too, but it's not working out in New Orleans, and I want him to succeed. So if we have to get him off to another team to succeed, then that's what we have to do. I want him to succeed so badly. He did so well in 2019. In 2020, he came back. He kind of forced himself to come back that year because he wanted to win Drew another Super Bowl. That's the definition of amazing and a guy who really gives a damn about his team. So that's what I think could happen. Of course, we got two receivers in this draft. This is not a bad draft when you look at it on paper. We got our quarterback, we got our receivers to replace Landry and Thomas to go with Olave. So we'll have to see what happens. If they do trade for a quarterback, then O'Connell might be out of the picture, or they might put him there if they got Dalton going out too. So again, we'll have to see. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see y'all next time. You have a good day.